In 2010, my life took an unexpected turn. You can say this is Natasha's journey from desperation to confidence, guided by the power of spoken word, positive thoughts, and decisive action. You see, I was out of a job and my savings were literally dwindling. And I looked at my baby and then my ailing grandfather who I lived with and caught myself in an internal battle. I was desperate, but little did I know that this was the beginning of my personal transformation. So one morning, driven by indignation, I declared, I am going to get my job. Unaware of manifestation or visualization techniques, like I said, this was Natasha back then, almost 14 years ago. And I really honestly felt a job was awaiting me. So I dressed up, determined to make it happen on that specific day. I declared to my papa, I am going to work. My papa looked at me, Puss, you look very executive. I didn't know you got a job. Congrats. With those words of encouragement, I embarked on a journey to change my fate. And so I left the house telling him I would fill him in when I returned, as that was the day to learn more about the job. As I got into town, the city of Roseau, I walked into the very first building, a pharmacy. And at the pharmacy, my hopes were completely shattered when the floor supervisor regrettably informed me there were no vacancies. Of course, I felt broken, but destiny had other plans. As I left the pharmacy, a bus driver offered a ride. And in that moment, I decided to let destiny guide me to the unknown. Little did I know that this was going to be a turning point. You see, it was on my way to the unknown that I decided, you know what, let me go to the hospital. And for some strange reason, I didn't get to the hospital. You see, I stopped at an industrial bank. As I waited for prompting, my eyes were drawn to another sign, the Youth Development Division, and I received a super download and redirected by steps and found myself outside the offices of the Youth Development Division. The place just resonated with me. Seeing the word vision in division really pulled me in. It was inside this office I met a young lady, looked her straight in the eye, and confidently said, I am here for my job. My half-baked British accent was confident, and I just knew I caught her attention. As I stood there, she hesitated, looked directly at me, and smiled. Then she handed me a vacancy announcement notice that she was preparing for the Enterprise Development Officer position at the Youth Development Division. A golden opportunity was awaiting me. It was an amazing start to a career. At just 21, I applied and 6 weeks later started my job as the Enterprise Development Officer. That experience then became a testament to the power of spoken word, positive thought, and decisive actions. I'm sure you want to hear more about how that exciting journey unfolds. To learn more, join us on the inside of Outsource Executives.